Hello, amazing young explorers, and welcome back to Funimation 3D Kids and Family Cartoon, the channel where science becomes magical, where questions turn into discoveries, and where you and I get to learn about the wonders of our world together. Today, we're going to explore something mysterious, something powerful, and something completely invisible, yet it's all around us. It's the surprising world of magnets and the invisible forces they create. Get ready, because once you learn how magnets work, you'll start noticing magnetic magic everywhere in your daily life. Have you ever held two magnets close together and felt them push or pull without touching? It feels almost like magic, doesn't it? You try to stick them together, and sometimes they snap right into place as if they were best friends. Other times, no matter how much you push, they refuse to come together and seem to be running away from each other. That strange push or pull is called magnetic force, and today we'll discover what makes it so special. Magnets are objects that can attract certain metals, like iron, nickel, and cobalt. If you hold a magnet near a paperclip, it jumps toward the magnet even though you aren't touching it. That's because the magnet is creating a force field around itself, a secret invisible bubble of power. But here's something even cooler. Every magnet has two poles, called the North Pole and the South Pole. These poles are like the personalities of the magnet. Opposite poles, like North and South, are attracted to each other. They pull together. But poles that are the same, North and North or South and South, push each other away. It's like magnets have their own rules of friendship. Opposites attract, and likes repel. You can feel this with your hands. Take two magnets and try touching the same poles together. You'll feel them resisting, as if an invisible cushion is between them. That invisible cushion is magnetic force in action. Now imagine if you could see the magnetic field, the invisible lines of force that come out of the magnet. Scientists use special tools, but you can use something simple at home. Iron filings. If you sprinkle iron filings around a magnet, the tiny pieces line up in beautiful curved patterns. These patterns reveal the shape of the magnetic field. It looks like magical lines stretching from the North Pole to the South Pole, forming loops all around the magnet. Even though you can't see the magnetic field with your eyes, the iron filings help you visualize the invisible force that surrounds magnets. Magnets come in all shapes and sizes. Some are tiny, like the ones holding your artwork or photos on the refrigerator. Others are huge, like the powerful magnets used in hospitals for MRI machines. Some are shaped like bars, some like horseshoes, some like discs, and some like rings. The shape of the magnet changes how the magnetic field spreads out. A horseshoe magnet, for example, brings the North and South poles closer together, making its magnetic pull even stronger. Let's try a fun imagining game. Picture yourself as a little metal paperclip lying on a table. Suddenly, a magnet approaches you. Even though it's not touching you, you feel a tug. It's like someone is pulling an invisible string tied around your waist. You start sliding across the table, getting closer and closer to the magnet until, click! You stick to it. That's the magnetic force pulling you in. But now imagine the opposite. A magnet comes close, but presents the same pole. You don't see anything happening, but the paperclip doesn't move. You might even feel the magnet pushing against your hand if you're holding it. That's repulsion, the pushing force of magnets. Do you know what's even more amazing? Earth itself is a giant magnet. Yes, our planet has a North Pole and a South Pole, just like your fridge magnets. Deep inside Earth, there is melted metal that moves around and creates a huge magnetic field surrounding the planet. This is why a compass works. The needle is a tiny magnet that always points toward Earth's magnetic north. So when you're lost, a magnet actually helps you find your way. Isn't that incredible? Magnets also play a huge role in technology. Your speakers, headphones, doorbells, electric motors, and even some trains use magnets. High-speed maglev trains use magnetic forces to float above the tracks, which helps them zoom super fast with less friction. That means magnets are not just fun, they help power our modern world. Let's imagine a simple experiment you can try at home. Grab a bowl of water and a small magnet. Cut out a tiny paper boat and tape a metal paper clip to it. Gently place your boat on the water's surface. Now bring the magnet close to the side of the bowl. Watch carefully. Without touching the boat, the magnet will pull it across the water like a remote-controlled ship. You can steer it left and right, forward and backward, just by moving the magnet around. This is magnetic force interacting with the metal in the paperclip. It feels like magic, but it's really science. Another fun experiment uses two magnets. Hold one in each hand, but point the same poles toward each other. Try north-north or south-south. Slowly move them closer. You'll feel them pushing back, almost as if they don't want to meet. If you let go, they might even slip away from each other. Now flip one magnet so opposite poles face each other. Whoosh! They snap together fast because opposite poles attract. These simple experiments help you understand how magnets interact and how the invisible magnetic field works. Magnetic force also travels through some materials. Try placing a magnet under a piece of paper and move a metal paperclip on top. You can drag the paperclip around like a tiny puppet. But magnets don't work on everything. They can pull metals like iron and steel, but not wood, plastic, glass, or gold. That's why your magnet won't pick up a wooden spoon or a plastic toy. Today, we explored the amazing world of magnets and the invisible forces they create. We discovered north and south poles, attraction and repulsion, magnetic fields, iron filings, compasses, and even giant magnetic trains. You learned that magnets are not just toys, they're tools that help our world work. And now, when you see a magnet holding your drawing on the fridge, you'll understand the invisible magic behind it. Thank you so much for joining this fun and fascinating adventure into the world of magnets. If you enjoyed learning with me today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Funimation 3D iKids and Family Cartoon so you never miss another exciting science adventure. See you next time, little explorers!